Jerry Furst with the trade log update for Traders Education Network on Whole Foods markets, where trade was entered April 8th, and we have exited and reversed the trade after earnings. Please go ahead and pause the video, read this, and if you agree, then continue. So if you go to the TradersEducationNetwork.com website and click on the trade log over here, you will be able to find this video on Whole Foods Market that was posted back on April 8th, where I was indicating that we have a head and shoulder pattern with 42 at strong support and that some puts were purchased for 78 cents. We bought 10 contracts at the time. And so this is the head and shoulder pattern. Notice the gap over here. Notice the neckline right here. If you look at the video that was done, please go ahead and watch that. It's only 5 minutes, and you'll get a good update there, because then this is what happened since on April 10th, 2 days later, I went ahead and bought 10 more contracts at $1, so I had a total of 20 contracts. Earnings came out a couple of days ago, and sure enough, we dropped right down to that head and shoulder target, all the way down below 40, actually going below 38. And so looking at this chart, this is the daily chart on the left, weekly chart on the right. This is showing May 7th, 8th, and today's the 9th. May 7th was over here. The earnings came out after the bell. You can see that what I was explaining on the other video, just very briefly as a recap, we have this gap over here, this neckline on the daily chart. Here's the target of the head and shoulder pattern. And what I was saying was that because didn't know if it was going to go ahead and just continue in this trend channel here. Notice how steep and tight the trend channel then got here before it broke. But since it did come down and break, what we now have on the weekly chart is a shoulder and a head. And now we've completed forming another shoulder. So the next step in the process, if we're going to create a larger head and shoulder pattern on the weekly chart, is to go up. So what happened is that I've actually gone ahead and closed and reversed the trade. Notice, first of all, I got a 356% gain on those contracts that I bought for an average price of 90 cents. Went ahead and closed them at $4.20. So I had put out about $1,800, pulled in $8,300 for a $6,500 gain. And then I went ahead and bought 30 of the June 45 calls, and I paid 11 cents for them in this account. I've got a couple of other accounts I'm trading in. I actually paid 9 cents for them in another. And so for an excursion of $362, what we're looking at is this risk-reward graph. And these are the kinds of risk-reward graphs that I like. We have just a little bit of risk, $300 to potentially make, if we were to go back up to 42.50, which is around where I said we had strong support, we could pull in about $1,500 to $1,800. And my expectancy on that trade is within the next week. So today's date being May 9th, Friday, 2014. So I'm going to give that about a week. And the concept of having this head and shoulder pattern, here's the live chart. Here's the weekly chart coming down over here. The concept is that we could potentially be coming all the way back up to the previous neckline at 50. What a joy that would be if it was to happen real fast, because if we were to get up to as high as 50, I mean, we would be way up over here, making about $15,000 of profit. I don't expect to stay in the trade that long. I don't expect Whole Foods to snap back that fast, but it could. It could. What I want to go ahead and alert you to also is that uh, in the uh, trade log on traderseducationnetwork.com website, you can go ahead and also take a look at some other trades that we have out there. We have a trade on Monster Beverage, MNST, that I had entered yesterday before the close, May 8th. At 2 minutes before the close, went ahead and I bought a calendar spread where I sold the May weekly option for $1.39, and I bought them back for 5 cents at 9:44 this morning. So that resulted in a 1,240% gain. And then I closed 7 of the 6650 calls where I had originally paid. This is the calendar side. I had paid $1.84, and I went ahead and closed them out at $1.35, locking in some more profit there. And so I still have 3 contracts left. So tune into the TradersEducationNetwork.com website to be tuned in on that. And if you're interested in learning how to determine price targets the way I do with charting and technical analysis, or if you're an experienced stock and option trader looking for a professional, non-biased second opinion, visit the TradersEducationNetwork.com website, click on the link up on top, and fill out the survey form, and I'll be in touch with you. We can go ahead and help you shorten the learning curve and have a trader and a coach on call. If you have passion and perseverance and willing to practice, you would be in the category of my best clients. And also, if you live in South Florida or want to come down to South Florida for 2 weeks, 2 week live trader training. This is going to become more rare, where I'll be actually teaching how to do the high probability chart patterns live. And comes with 100% no risk guarantee. If you don't believe that you gained any experience and practice and skills out of it, no problem. Nobody's ever asked for a refund yet. Everybody comes away with being exposed to my techniques and other skills when it comes to how to determine price targets with charting and technical analysis. So just go ahead and read through. You'll study and find out about high probability chart patterns, moving averages, entry and exit strategies, step-by-step processes and checklists, candlestick reversal patterns, Fibonacci retracements and extensions, and how to use multiple time frames, as I was explaining earlier. So go ahead and visit the TradersEducationNetwork.com website. This is Jerry Furst, signing off for now at the trade log update. Whole Foods markets, we're still now in a trade, and stay tuned for more updates and check out the other trades on the website, and check out that 1,000% plus gain on Monster Beverage on TradersEducationNetwork.com. All right, everybody, Jerry Furst. Good trading. Bye-bye.